I like to do other stuff than talk about politics. So no, I don't just talk to people who agree with me. Not at all. I actually have a Bob Ross shirt on. Someone said like Bob Ross. Like, what does it say? Ever? I don't even know. Ever make mistakes in life? Let's make them birds. Yeah, they're birds. Yeah, I got this shirt. I got 2 Bob Ross shirts. We're chilling, guys. Thank you, Don. I appreciate you, brother. All right, next question. Have you ever considered moving out of Cali? Yeah, of course. I mean, I consider everything, but for now it's fine. And honestly, I think, everywhere has its pros and cons. I'll tell you my personal philosophy since some people ask. I believe your energy and your mindset kind of controls your life. So I think too many people think if I wasn't in this state, if I wasn't in this relationship, if I was here, my life would be great. But I don't like to think like that. So if I want to leave California, I'll just leave and I'll enjoy myself. But while I'm here, I'm having an amazing year. There's a lot of really amazing people here. And, I'm more focused on my mind because I feel like 20 different people can be in the same state, in the same city, whether it's the country or whether it's a poopy city with poop all around. And, it's like if you can have fun and enjoy yourself and be the most authentic version of you in the belly of the beast or in somewhere that maybe you're not super thrilled with how things are going on, to me, that's true power. And that's kind of how I am. So my life really changed when I changed my mind. I didn't have a lot, but I changed my mindset, gratefulness, appreciation, always looking for the good instead of looking for the bad. And my whole life and career kind of shifted around that. So I've definitely thought about leaving California, but for me, I'm having a really, really great year. Like I said, a lot of great people, and I think there's a lot to celebrate with the state and even the city. So I look at, I look at what it has, and I'm having a great year on the most part. John Ward said, "Do you support the Second Amendment?" Absolutely, yeah. This always gets brought up in the question and answer. I support the Second Amendment fully. It's obvious to me that the people who want to hinder or shift the Second Amendment are the least trustworthy people on the planet. People like Eric Swalwell, where someone said, hey, don't take my rights. And he said, well, we have nukes and our nukes work. Trust me, they're real. So it'd be a very short war, my friend. Like when you say things like that, you're like, that's why the Second Amendment exists. I think it's to protect yourself. I've heard a lot of stories from women, that they'd have like crazy ex-boyfriends or stuff, that they're able to protect themselves and feel safe and comfortable with a gun. And also just citing UK. I mean, knife crime is up, murder is up. A lot of their statistics are up because, even the synagogue shooting, they said that it was a Border Patrol agent who saved the day. I'm not a big fanatic of weapons or anything. It's not my thing particularly, but I believe in the Second Amendment strongly. Protect yourself on a personal level, the people protecting yourself from a tyrannical government or an invading force, and the people who want to take that the most are the ones who want the country invaded. I mean, it's just obvious. You don't see very many politicians that aren't complete psychopaths that hate America that want to do that. So, yes, I'm a strong supporter of the Second Amendment. I wish, the world could be all butterflies and, no weapons exist and we could all chill. Unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. It's kind of like with the military, but continue. Yeah, no problems. God bless you, John. Thank you. Did you see, Elisa said, did you see this yet? About the U.S. guy converting to Islam and trying to do a terror attack on Los Angeles? Yeah, I saw that, man. It's very scary stuff, but it is what it is. I won't even say scary. I think fear is a lie, and news like that is just draining. So I saw it. Unfortunate, but I'm very grateful that the law enforcement agencies actually got this one. So that's something to be celebrated. Yeah, I saw it. Terrible stuff. Someone said Trump is just a speed bump in the road to communism. Possibly. We'll see. See how things play out. Who is Trump's 2020 Democratic opponent going to be? Looks like Biden's a front runner. I think Bernie Sanders probably has. Bernie and Biden, I think, are the front runners right now. But who knows? Yeah, I think it's going to be Bernie or Biden. Yep, Keena, do the math. Someone said the Pope didn't do that. Nothing says that, only you said so. Actually, that's not true. It's from ABC News. So I actually have a picture. You could Google it again, and it's directly from ABC News. You could say that they made that up, but it's ABC News citing an actual, affiliation with the Pope. So try again. Use DuckDuckGo or ecosia.org, but yeah, I didn't make that up. Sorry. Will we ever get to hear from the FISA Court judges or even know who they were? It's a good question. I'm glad you brought that up, because I got an angry email from somebody yesterday. They were like, An0maly, you're a fake, you like socialism, and they're like, you never talk about the FISA courts. So I'm glad you brought that up, because I want to talk about it. First of all, I don't talk about the FISA courts because I'm a kid sitting on my couch in front of a picture. I want to show you guys. I bought it from the farmer's market. I don't have that much sway in the U.S. government. Unfortunately, I think I've done a lot to plant some seeds of wisdom and truth and hopefully good energy in people's hearts and minds. But I can't control the FISA court. Sorry, buddy, who emailed me all mad saying he was going to unfollow me. I don't know. It's like with the Jussie Smollett thing. I wasn't surprised he didn't get charged. It's Chicago. It's the United States of America. I'd love to see some justice. I'd love to see Spygate and what they did with Donald Trump. But I can't answer that for you. And the reason I don't talk about it is not because I'm not a patriot, but there's multiple conservative movements that have been talking about it for 2 years, and there's been some progress for sure. But me saying something about it, it's not going to do anything. So it's like it's got to come from high levels of Justice Department. That's how it's going to happen. So overall, I can't answer if something's going to be done or not. The reason I don't talk about it is because I'm just getting ridiculously uninterested with how slow it's moving. Next question. Thank you, Marcia. Thanks. I like it too. How do you feel about the nuclear disaster in Fukushima, Japan? Good question. Yeah, obviously I'm not a fan of nuclear disasters, but it's kind of like my thoughts with 5G. I think it's bad. This is a little different, but Fukushima, it's bad that it happened. Is it catastrophic? I don't know. Some people say it is. Some people say it isn't. The world is crazy. I'm just trying to have a good time and enjoy my life. Like, I can't cry about Fukushima and 5G and even all, I try to eat healthy. I try to have a healthy mind, healthy lifestyle. But at the end of, this physical life, it seems like, unless we turn into robots with Jeff Bezos, seems like we're all going to die, and hopefully we go to the afterlife and have a good time. I believe in life after death, but we're all gonna die, so I can't spend too much time being sad about Fukushima. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of diseases I feel like are induced by medicine and also products that we use. And Fukushima's not great. 5G probably has some effect, but it's all good. I'm trying to power through it with my mind and have a good time. I feel like you truly win when you just don't even care. But I'm only one guy. I don't know. Stick to your thoughts. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you. Someone said he's not hating on Catholics, he just gave you some facts. Yeah, no, I'm not at all hating on Catholics. I stand up for Catholics and Christians all the time. I'm just not a fan of this Pope, personally. I'm not. This is the thing, too. Will you ever visit Trekka? Maybe. I would love to. Are you a follower of Jesus? That's a good question. A lot of people ask me. I pray to Jesus Christ. I love Jesus Christ. I love God. I just... people get a little too preachy to me in like Catholicism and Christianity, where they're like, if you don't do this, you're not Christian. If you don't do this, you're not going to heaven. So me, it's like my relationship with God is between me and God. And it's like, if I'm the real deal, I'll be let into heaven and, I'll have a good afterlife. And if I'm a phony, I won't. It's no one else's decision. It's not mine. It's not yours. It's not Christians and Catholics. It's up to God. So I don't talk about it too much because I have my thoughts about history. I have my thoughts about institutions that I believe personally. I think the Word of God is real, and I think that God is real, but I think that certain religious institutions have taken it and manipulated it and used it, weaponized it for control, power, and war. So I try to detach from that element of it and just embrace the best elements of it personally. But I'm no pope, I'm no religious leader, and I don't claim to be, so I just keep that to myself. And I personally, and I know this is unpopular among many people, I don't judge Muslims, I don't judge Christians, I don't judge Catholics, I don't judge Jews, I don't hate anybody, and I don't think it's my place. I think it's my place to love and appreciate everybody, and if you're a good person of any race, religion, and gender, I'll always support and defend you. That's just how I feel. I I don't feel called to hate on others, and I don't feel called to judge others. I don't think that's my role. Rob says, seriously, you're Cat Stevens' grandson? How funny is that? I look so much like Cat Stevens, it's bananas. Like, someone sent me that picture. First of all, an Uber driver told me a year ago, he was like, you look like Cat Stevens. And I was like, I've never heard that one. And then someone sent me that picture. I was like, holy crap, that looks exactly like me. It's pretty funny. Someone says spiritual but not religious. You could say that, but even I think spiritual, like everyone nowadays is like, I'm spiritual, I do yoga, and I'm not knocking yoga. Yoga's great. It's good breathing and it's good stretching, but and it's good physical. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like the word spiritual and woke has gotten so out of play. We're like, I'm spiritual, and I'm like, are you though? You know, so I think even with religion or spirituality, the best way to convince people that you are is to just be. There's a lot of hypocrites out there. There's a lot of talkers, but my favorite religious people are people who just lead with so much good energy and so much love and wisdom. And I have friends that do that, you know, just beautiful people. I thought the picture was you at first. I know, Cat Stevens. Someone said Cat Stevens is a Muslim. I know, people told me that he converted to Islam, so I had to look up like videos of that. I was like, that's interesting. So yeah, his name's like Yusef Islam now. He has a TED Talk about it. It's pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. But once again, it's like I don't judge and hate. To be honest, I'm not even really a fan of Cat Stevens. I don't know too much about his music at all. I just know that I look exactly like him, and it kind of creeps me out. Someone says, I'll judge everyone. Yeah, I mean, someone said like an impala judges a cheetah. No, I feel you. I mean, I analyze. I don't just sit and walk around like, I mean, I try to have fun, but I definitely analyze and, you know, but I don't judge people in the sense of, like, I don't condemn or look down on them. It's just like, that's on you, you know? I try to focus on myself, but I feel what you're saying. Yeah, you got to judge people. Like, you got to understand who's who and look at them. And I try not to spend too much time on it. Someone said, you're a smooth talker. I see why you misinform people. You could ask a question. Like, it's so strange to me when people are like, you only talk to people you agree with, right? I'm like, guys, this is your time to ask a question. So if you think I misinform people, no better time to say what you think I'm not saying. I don't understand why you wouldn't just ask the questions. Someone said, I always thought Cat Stevens was Buddhist. No idea what he was. I know he converted to Islam, though. That's what people are saying. Yeah, Wild World is a classic. I listened to that yesterday, too. Someone said, what about those who kill in the name of their religion in the present day? I think it's awful. No matter what religion it is, killing in the name of religion is definitely a problem. And religion in general, you have 3 ideologies, or maybe 5 or 6 or 10, whoever knows how many. You have a bunch of ideologies that are just constantly competing and, you know, very, very dedicated to something totally different. It's a very interesting phenomenon that's going on in the world. Roberto said, I've asked a question and you not answer. I didn't see it. I'm answering as many as I can. But yeah, I didn't see it. We as peace-loving Americans must preach the heavens. You don't have to justify your beliefs. I'm just telling you. That's why I'm on the question and answer. Hold on, let me see that one. When are the arrests going to start for the Trump coup? I don't know. I would just say don't count on it. I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but I'm not, like, if it happens, great. If people get held accountable for doing bad things, awesome. I can't lie. I would be surprised and amazed if that happened. I'm just not. That's like a lot of people who support Trump are just waiting. You know what I'm saying? And they're just like, it's coming, it's coming. It's like, I don't know. My personal philosophy is like, don't have expectations, enjoy your life, do what you can do, focus on yourself. So I don't know that they are coming. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but I hope they are, but I have like 0 expectations. Aaron said, did you hear what happened in Belgium? No, I did not, brother. Jeremy said, do you like Rage Against the Machine? Absolutely, yeah. Do what they told you. Done it. Done it. Do what they told you. Those are all right. I'll calm down. But yeah, Zach De La Rocha is a great rapper too. The lead singer of Rage, very very good. Last night's episode was amazing. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Game of Thrones. I like to clown on it, and then Game of Thrones people get legit mad at me. Pamela, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Vinny, thank you so much. I appreciate your prayers. Harold said, how did the trap show feel? It was epic. It was really cool. There's like 1,000 people both nights, and very rewarding, very fun to have a big audience, and you know, a lot of, I guess, a lot of years of like doing music to have a big show is very cool, and cool to connect with people. Daryl, thank you. No, I'm not worried. I'm literally like people. I'm just saying to people here that don't agree with me, ask a question. It's like the two people who didn't agree, they just said something. You could, or maybe you asked a question, I didn't see it. I don't know. Just repeat it. Ray said, I can't get into rapping. It's fine. I listen to like Hall & Oates and Jackson 5 more than I do rap right now. It's all good, guys. It's a question and answer. You could, you know, feel free to ask a question. That's why I do this stuff. Think you'll come to Atlanta for a show? Possibly sometime. How was the Brexit rally? That was in January. It was fun. It was cool. Like, I loved just chatting with everybody. It was cool hearing everyone's stories and really like, you know, seeing what's going on. A lot of people in the city that I wanted to hear, like what they're going on. So a lot of people that just don't, the news is so bad on both sides. In my personal perspective, it's like, but like you talk to people and their stories are so different. Yeah, like, you know, it's nice to just actually connect with people. What do you think about the Sports Illustrated burkini issue? It's goofy, and it's just like, I'm so over, that's the thing why I'm doing a question and answer today, because I don't want to just be that guy who's like, oh my God, the burkini. Oh my goodness, a burqa bikini. It's just so goofy where I'm just over it. You know, I'm like, nothing they do surprises me anymore. I get it. They're like doing it for attention. They're like, look, like Vice does an article. They're like, look guys, the hippies who have sex with the environment, and like all conservatives are like, oh my God, these are so stupid. They want you to do that, so then you click their articles. So, you know, when that happens, I just ignore them. They want attention. They're like, please share my stupid Vice article, share my, like, I just act like, I'm just going to pretend like I don't see it anymore. I'm just going to be like, who's Sports Illustrated? I don't even know who that is. I canceled my subscription. I don't know who they are. It's just getting goofy. Yeah. Gas in South Oregon is $3.39. How much is it in California? I'm not sure how much. Gas in California, I don't even pay attention to either. I don't buy it. I don't need it. I'm off. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate it. Thanks. How do you feel about those girls defacing Nipsey Hussle's mural? Good question. I saw that. It's awful. It's terrible. I mean, they made a really nice mural for Nipsey Hussle, the rapper who died in Los Angeles, and some women just came. Women always doing it. No, I'm just kidding. But they spray painted their own crappy little graffiti over the mural. It's all. I mean, who would do that? It's crazy that some people suck that hard. But I mean, all you have to do is listen to the news, and you'll see bad people like that all the time. Yeah, spraying graffiti over a beautiful mural. Those women are awful. Don't trust them. Any of them. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Good question, though. I saw that, and I was just disgusted. When are you getting married? I'm not in a rush, to be honest. Marriage is a very deep thing, so you can't force it, can't rush it. That's my perspective. Nipsey Hussle, yeah. I want a lot of people. I understand you guys don't like rap and stuff, and even he had the song, that a lot of people here didn't like. But listen to some Nipsey Hussle interviews. He was very, very insightful, very, very wise, and he might not say what you wanted him to say, but I always respected him off his interviews. He was one of the few rappers who's really actually enlightening people and speaking some truth, and I really respect him for that. It's a tough loss for everyone. Do you believe the mainstream media can ever be redeemed? I believe anyone could be redeemed, but they'd have to do it. You know, they'd have to hire better people. They'd almost have to clean house and just like get a whole new vibe. So I think they could be redeemed, but I don't think they want to. I think they have a bigger plan besides just entertaining and informing. I think at the high levels, they know exactly what they're doing. Partly, or maybe they're just psychos. Mary said, don't get married, travel the world, and have a girl in every port. Mary, thank you. I like that. I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm not trying to have a girl in every port, but I thought that was hilarious. Did you mention the synagogue situation yet? I touched on it with the guy who saved them, but yeah, it was an awful, awful thing at a synagogue on Saturday, and then Sunday someone shot up a church. I'm getting tired of this stuff, guys, and I'm not like you, but you know, I don't like tragedies. The Sri Lanka thing, the Christchurch thing, the synagogue thing, the church thing, it's all just awful. Like, I want people to chill out, but I only have so much sway or control. I would love if everyone calmed down and had conversations and figured out what's going on, how people felt, and how we could achieve goals, you know? I would love that, but I just don't know. I've done what I can do, and, you know, that's really it. This is the new news. It's crazy, isn't it? Miguel said, I say have a boy in every port. All right, slow down, Miguel. I'm trying to look for the next comment. Yeah, with the married stuff, guys, I'll get married when I get married. I'm not even close, so I'm not. It's not something to rush. That's my thing. What are Barneys' chances of winning the nomination? Pretty strong. I think pretty strong. I think he's neck and neck with Sleepy Joe Biden. Let's see what we're talking about here. You straighten your picture, good job. No, it's been straight. My picture's straight. I just have a camera thing that goes like this. So look, it looks not straight like that. And then look, we're doing it. Look, you get what I'm saying? So that's why it looks not straight. It's actually straight on my wall.